just not care what people think, bro. Like, you gotta just put it out there. If you like it, you put it out there.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what nobody saying. Be yourself.
All right, Cuzzo, and we're live. Hit him with that intro.
And we are back. Welcome back to the Electus Podcast. This is episode 40. This will be our final episode of the year, and we're thankful to have Tretch on. So we appreciate you for coming, man, and
Welcome,
rocking
bro.
with us.
Appreciate y'all for having
Means
me,
a
man.
lot. It means a lot. But let's jump right into it, man. Let's keep it simple. Where did it all begin for you and your wife when it comes to building online content and branding yourselves?
Yeah, I'll say, man. Basically, we did something like it was something basic to do, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to get too technical about it, but basically having fun.
Yeah,
That's one
it
thing.
started off
So
as
start off having fun, taking nice pictures.
Mhm.
Like I said, we bought a camera.
Mhm.
Then it blew up from there, really. But
Yeah.
we taking nice pictures, bro.
And
it
what
kicked off.
around what time frame was that for you guys?
Like relationship wise or like the year?
Just like year wise when you
It
first
probably was
started out?
I'll say about 2016 when I bought my first camera.
2016. Okay, so
Yeah.
pre-pandemic, before all of that.
Yeah, I bought the A6000 and I was online just taking like real nice pictures, like
Yeah.
portrait with the blurred background and
Yep.
all that.
Yep.
So then everybody started reaching out. Then we started taking pictures with people, getting paid
Nice.
from that.
Nice,
And then I just went to a different lane, started doing my daughter hair after that.
nice.
Yeah, and that's where I first saw you, man. So to
Yeah.
touch on your daughter's hair, man.
Man.
Where'd you get that talent from?
Man, I think I was at home one day, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a little girl?
I got two of them.
Okay, so you got a little girl. You gotta know how to do a ponytail, right?
You gotta know how to
So
do
that's
a
how I look
ponytail.
at it. So I had to learn how to do a ponytail. Then I recorded it one day with my wife. And then it went
It
viral,
just took
man.
off? Yeah.
And one video went viral. And next thing you know, I'm like, hold on, I got something here. I got
You got
something here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
did another video. That video went viral. So then just sponsors started coming
Nice.
after that.
Nice.
Yeah, I pay you X amount of dollars to
Yeah.
hold our product.
Yep.
Okay, let me do
Wow.
another video. Let me do
Yep.
another video. Let me do another video.
Yep.
Okay.
And your hairstyles got better too.
Yeah,
That's
man,
how
over
you-
time, man.
Now,
Practice
did you?
make perfect.
That's what I was gonna ask. Now, did you actually practice?
Oh
Like,
yeah, no, I had to. My wife was there with me too, though. You know, she
nice.
was helping me out.
She gave
but-
you the she gave
was
you the
like-
blueprint.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
Nice, nice.
'Cause I always wondered when I was watching the video, I was like, man, this dude, he probably single dad, man. He got to
Oh,
learn how to
no,
do the
no.
baby's hair.
Uh-huh,
That's
uh-huh.
when I first watched it. That was my
Right,
first
right,
thought. I was
right,
like, but
right.
he's good.
Right?
He's
No,
good.
yeah.
No, man, being a dad, man. I want to be a dad in all perspective. I don't want to just be a dad that just providing. I want to be a
Right.
dad that you got a little girl. I don't got a son, but I know how
Right.
to cut hair too. But
Right.
you got to know how to do that, man. You're a dad, brother.
Yeah, you got to, man.
And I was gonna ask, man, because I think that one of the things that's unfortunate about social media and society as a whole is they don't put enough positive light on Black fathers being involved
Yeah.
in their children's
Yeah,
lives.
we always get talked about, man.
So even something simple as doing your daughter's hair.
Yeah.
To the outside world looking in, number one, they're not going to expect you to do that.
No.
Number two, the fact that you are doing that shows that, hey, Black fathers are involved.
Yeah, all the time, bro.
And they care about their daughters
Yeah.
and their sons no different than anybody else.
Yeah. But see, the problem is it's a lot of Black fathers that paint a bad narrative for even on the you Mexican probably, right? Yeah. Okay, I want to make sure you might be Mexican, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Mexican fathers
Hey,
get painted in
brown
a
for our
bad light
brown
too,
community,
you know?
man. You know what I'm saying? That
right.
makes us look bad. A lot
Yeah.
of people make us look bad because there's a lot of dads that don't do nothing.
Mhm.
I know a lot of dads that just don't do nothing. I don't associate with them though.
Right.
That's just me though. You can be my friend from when we was kids. If I find out you ain't taking care of your kids, I'm not finna fool with you.
Makes sense. No,
It
it makes
is
sense.
what it is.
It makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. How old? You got one? Just one?
Yeah,
daughter?
once she 11.
She 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter's 12. So
Oh, okay.
what's been your biggest? Like what have you noticed is her biggest transition as she's getting older from when you started doing her hair to like now that she's 11?
Well, I don't do her hair at all, no. Like, you know what I'm saying? She be doing her own hair. She
Yeah.
put her own ponytails. My
Yeah.
wife do it, but
Cool.
you know, she getting the little girl attitude, man.
Yeah.
Like she's starting to turn into her mom. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
That's what
talking about,
I'm
man.
saying, man. Yeah, I know what you're talking
So
about.
I be trying
man.
to still, you know, I'll still be trying to play with her like she a baby. But
Right.
no, it's still a father in you,
Right,
man. You
yeah,
still, you
right.
be like, man, I used to do this for you all the time when you was a kid. Now you don't want to play this no more?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
How does she feel about the like? Does she want to do videos still with you? or-
my daughter, man, she's into like dancing and all that now. Like she's hair videos, she's not with that no more. Yeah, she don't want to do that no more. Especially them hairstyles, those like baby hairstyles. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Now, does she want to be a creator herself, like a content creator herself?
She likes singing, man. My daughter want to be like a singer and dance, really. And she want to be like her mom, so.
Dope.
I be in there. I be the one with the camera now, man. So.
Oh, now you're behind the camera.
Yeah, no, I mean, I be the one with the camera trying to just like, okay, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? She ain't really got time for it. You know, she getting that age, bro.
Yeah.
When I was 13, I didn't want to be around my parents no more.
You're too cool. You're too cool.
Yeah, I'm too cool now.
You're too cool
You're
at that
cringy.
age.
That's the new word these kids call it, cringy.
Yeah.
I'm going through the same thing, man.
Oh, yeah, it sounded sad, bro.
Man, I'm just like, man, you don't want to hang out with me no more?
Yeah, that's how it is. Now I be by myself now, man.
Yeah.
It's sad, bro.
Now, how has being a dad changed you?
Oh, man, I grew up a little different, bro.
Because you were how old when you had your daughter?
19.
Okay, so young. Yeah.
So I was young, but it turned me to just basically, like I said, it's not about you no more.
Yeah.
Which I was with my girl. She was my girlfriend at the time, but you don't know if that's gonna be your wife, but you with your girlfriend.
Right.
So, but it changed you, man.
I believe it, man. I believe it because I'm not there yet, and I say all the time on the podcast that I'm gonna be calling this guy.
Oh yeah.
24/7. Like, dude, what do I do?
You gonna adapt, bro. If you're a real man, you're gonna adapt.
Yeah, you will. No, you're right. You're right.
But
you're right.
Like we said, you got the deadbeat dads.
Right.
Oh, that's too much. I'm out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
I look
adapt,
forward
bro.
to it, man. I look forward to it.
And how old are you now?
I'm 31.
31.
Yeah.
Okay. And like Malcolm, we always talk about when we reach 30, did you feel like a different something come over you like dang, I'm 30 and I'm
a grown man,
like,
bro.
Yeah,
that's
like,
what hit me when I hit 30.
yeah.
Like now I see like when I go to the stores and all like Walmart, I just know I'm older than everybody who work here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I be feeling, man. Like damn, I feel like we went to like any little restaurant you go to, you just know it's like, okay, you 24, 25. Like you a kid. So
No, that makes sense, man. That makes sense because it's a different level of responsibility too, right?
We still,
I mean,
you say you 30.
I'm 33.
33.
Yeah, and I'm 32.
Yeah, so we still young, but we to our kids we're the old land, the old land guys.
Ancient. You guys are ancient to the kids.
My kids always tell me like, man, Dad, you look older than that guy. I'm like, he's way older. Than
Yeah,
me.
like what he ought to be my dad, man.
Right?
Like,
What are you talking about? Well, everybody else told me I look young. You over here tell me I look old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. When were you guys? How old were you when you guys got married?
24.
24.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys are basing your content around now? Is it?
It's really just it's basically like my life, man. That's all I be showing, and like I show other dads, other husbands. I get a lot of messages though. I be telling people I be having like hundreds of messages, but they all be saying like you be helping me out, and if it's helping, I'm gonna keep doing it, man.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
And then what's your views or your guys' views together as like letting people in on what's going on in your life? Because sometimes
I'll let you see what I want you to see.
There you go.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna like they be saying, oh, why you don't post and y'all be arguing? Like why post a video of me and my wife arguing?
Yeah.
About the drama, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
I know what's wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you if we had. I'm not gonna tell you. Me and my wife was arguing last night.
Right.
But I'm gonna let you know like certain situations, like when I was messing up when I was younger.
Right.
Didn't take my relationship serious. You know what I'm saying? But now. You got to be a man about it.
And it's interesting too because you see so much. We've discussed this too on the podcast. There's so much negativity surrounding relationships, and between men and women right now, and that's what's selling. And that's not something that we wanted to push and promote. Yeah. Obviously, he's a father. You're a father. You have daughters. You have children. We're not saying we're perfect by no means. You know what I mean? We've all made mistakes, but when it comes to trying to change the narrative, and push positivity out there, man, every relationship is going to have problems and issues.
Oh yeah,
All so
the
there's
time,
no,
man. It's two
there's
people.
no,
it's two humans, man. You know what I'm saying?
You're both trying to grow as individuals and grow together. Like, of course, you're going to have your disagreements, but to continue pushing out positivity, man, I think is a good thing.
Yeah, because that's probably the hardest part is we're humans. So you guys met when you were kids.
It was kids, bro.
And now you guys got to transition to liking each other as adults.
Yeah,
I think that's probably the toughest part.
That was the hard part when it was like what I say. Some people me and my wife relationship was rocky when it was like 23 because I started kid mindset.
Yeah,
I still was like I want to be out here still. You know what I'm saying?
I
want to be outside still. You know what I'm saying? Now, she probably get tired of seeing me at home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, should get out the house.
Hey, you want to
just go somewhere? Go drive around the block for a little bit.
Right, go for a run or something.
Yeah, but that's all, man. You gotta when you're in a relationship, like you say, you finna get married. You gotta just it's not about you, bro. Like you got to really like remember that, especially when you got kids, start having kids. It really ain't about you after that.
Yeah.
Like I gotta make it home.
And I'll be honest, man, it is tough right now. I mean, we're 2.5 years. Not tough from the standpoint of like me being out or anything like that, but reminding myself to not be as selfish as I have been.
Yeah.
You know, and thinking about the bigger picture.
I know this is about y'all asking me questions. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it.
What's like a selfish thing you feel like you need to fix? Just for somebody else who needs to hear this.
I would say, man, for the people out there, I would say for myself personally, I know I can, and I think it's a good selfishness, but I have to get better at it. It's time management. Because like for me, I work, you know, I'm self-employed, right? I'm a barber. So sometimes my hours are just out of whack.
Yeah.
But I get to set my own hours. But when I get done with my work day, I want to go to the gym or something like that. Now, you know, my fiance may be at the house. Maybe she's had a long day. She just wants to spend some quality time with me.
Yeah.
But for me, the gym is my anchor, right? If I'm not in the gym, I feel like everything else somewhat in my life can somewhat be out of whack. So I may choose going to the gym over just coming home and spending quality time with her.
Yeah.
And so I've had to learn how to, okay, I can't, maybe on some days I have to wake up earlier in the morning and go to the gym first thing in the morning rather than waiting to go after.
Yeah.
You know, and give her that quality time.
That's something you fixing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
that's
you can go to the gym for 30 minutes instead of being there for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So just
that's how you got to do it, man.
Little stuff like that, you know, little tweaks like that.
Yeah, that's something good though, man.
And then I'd say another thing too that just pops off the top of my head is just not always needing to be right. You know,
you gotta be wrong
in arguments at times. You know, sometimes I gotta. It's tough, man, but sometimes I gotta sit there and take a step back and bite the bullet and like, you know what?
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it, man.
It's not worth it, bro.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, I had to learn that, man. What about you, man?
Yeah, man. I think my biggest thing is when I do step out.
Okay.
I step out for too long.
That's my thing. Like, what's too long?
I overstay my
What's too long though, bro?
I don't know. Apparently, it's too long though. For whatever she says, it's too long. It's too long. But I think that's probably my biggest one because like you know for most of the year, like he knows, you know like you know I'm pretty locked in at like my schedule. You know it's like my daughter's schedule, school, basketball. Work,
so you know what's going on.
Like my schedules. I got it all on my phone. Like I already know what's going on that week. But then like if there's times where like, all right, hey man, I got this pocket. Yeah. Like there's this day. You know, maybe I want to chill, like hit up my because me and my boy only like kick it like every 3-4 months, something like that. Because he got kids, he lives in the city. Okay. So it's not like I'm going to the city every weekend, right? Yeah. So then like. You know, like if I do go, if it's supposed to be 2 hours, you know, it ends up being 5 or 6.
I mean, but
so
see, that's my thing, though, bro. Like,
so it's like a balance that like I'm trying to like okay, how do I balance my stay for when I'm out too long, you know, and then also it could be the timing. Yeah. So I've learned that sometimes. If it could be just bad timing, like whatever's going on at the crib, you know what I'm saying? If even that is that day that you're supposed to do it, it just could be bad timing. So maybe that's what's causing, you know, the problem, right? Yeah. So it's just it's learning, man. It's learning. I've been learning a lot from my dad because you know he's older and you know he goes out sometimes. Yeah. My mom be doing the same thing, you know. So it's like. I'm like, man. Sometimes I think you gonna be wrong, like no matter what you do.
No, that's how it is, though. But
how do you handle something like that? Like if
me and my wife is weird, man. I feel like we got like a unicorn relationship or something, man. Because I don't like she don't do that with me. Yeah. Like if I want to go out, if I say I'm going out with my guys at 9 p.m., I'm gonna get in the house when I get home. Not no 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning. I'm talking about I'm gonna get home probably like around like okay, if I go to a bar, bar close at 2, I'm gonna get home at 2:30.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about my time, man.
See, this guy over
you know,
here,
when I was shout out my boy, hey, shout out my boy Aaron, man. It's a minimum 5 a.m.
Oh yeah,
5 a.m. extravaganza.
You foul, dog.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you, he bogus for that.
I'm bogus for that one. I'm bogus, but so that's why she knows when I mention his name.
She's like, oh boy.
Oh yeah, no.
So you going out with who?
Not no
I'm
fire.
like, man, hey, I'm gonna be back.
You gotta get in for it's blue outside.
I know,
man.
right? Hey, man, it's the winter. It's still dark.
Yeah. So you taking that
it's-
extra? Winter she is this. Winter she is.
Right. No,
We'll see you in the spring.
Right, I know, right? Yeah, you guys will see me. It will be a while, but
Cool.
no, that would be my biggest thing from like.
It's always about going out. That was my thing. Like I used to leave. Like sometimes my wife, like you said, she want to spend time, and I'd be like, all right, no, I'm leaving anyway, and I just go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I had to learn how to
balance
spend time,
that.
Man. I got to spend time. I rather you start when you get older, man. You start realizing like who really there for you anyway.
True. That's very true.
You get what I'm
we
saying?
just talked about that. Remember the last episode?
Yeah.
Man, so I had to start realizing that, man. That's what made me get more. Once I got married, I think I got married right after I realized, to be honest.
Nice.
But I realized, man, you know what I'm saying? She with you.
I got a good question for you then, man. How do you feel like your wife has made you better?
All around, dude. Like
Nice.
I wasn't when she met me. I wasn't like this, dude. I don't know if you see. I went to school with you for like a year.
Yep.
I was really getting into trouble, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I was really one of them kids that
yeah.
was messed up.
Yeah, and you had a lot of talent.
Yeah,
basketball wise, you
threw it all the
were
way.
athletic.
I just told my wife on the way here, do it all the way.
But in a way
It's
though,
for real, brother.
but I think there's things to be learned from that because I don't think
definitely.
you necessarily threw it away completely. In the long term, in the short term, maybe.
The talent with basketball, I thought.
Right. Okay. Fair
But,
enough.
That's
Fair
all
enough.
Fixed,
Yeah.
But like overall, like I still got talent in other things I'm doing. Like
Right.
I'm speaking to way more people than I thought I'd speak to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm having people write me saying that they was finna kill themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then I talk, I'm like, hey man, we need you here, brother. Like, what you mean? Or sister, we need you. So
Right.
not to tell that information, but you know.
Right. No, yeah. Well, do you feel like, because I think right now too, man, there's a lot of young men and men in general that don't feel like they're being heard. There's a lot of men that feel like the pressure of the responsibility that they have to carry on their back sometimes is too much.
It is, bro. It be hard, man.
You know, and that's one of the things too, like with this podcast, we go back to positivity, we go back to mindset because we believe you need a brotherhood.
Definitely.
You can't do this alone. You can't do life alone.
Definitely.
You know, you can try,
You need somebody.
but you need somebody.
Yeah, you need somebody,
you know?
bro.
And so
And not your spouse. You need somebody, I feel like, outside of your spouse.
you do.
Like,
Yeah.
I got my boy Howard.
Yep.
It seems like y'all remind me of me and Howard.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? That's how
yeah.
me and Howard is. We talk FaceTime. He FaceTime me every morning. You know
That's
what
what's
I'm
up.
saying? So,
That's what's up. No, yeah.
but that's the only guy I talk to on FaceTime.
Yeah. No, yeah. You got to
I
have
got a
people
couple
like
more
that.
too, though. My boy Ronnie and my cousin. But my boy Howard's my right hand, man. That's my right hand, man.
Nice, man. Howie's a good dude, man. Shout out to Howie, man. Shout out to Howie.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And then when you talk about, basketball, there's sometimes you think that was probably that road may have been taken from you because you weren't meant to go down there. Because if you let's say you would have went down that basketball road, if you weren't ready for it, then you wouldn't be probably doing what you're doing now.
Man, my thing, bro, I think you need somebody around you when you're younger.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna speak for myself. I feel like I needed somebody like me around me when I was a kid. Just like somebody like y'all. They needed this podcast to hear that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't get that.
Right.
I was around street dudes. So
Right.
I'm in the streets at a young age. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So
Different mentality.
that's why all the talent got taken away about that. But I feel like that's a learning lesson, brother.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true because that's a big deal right now.
Mhm.
You know.
These kids are lost, man.
So what? How old were you when you finally met somebody like that for you, or what was the way that you were able to kind of get this mindset on your own?
I always knew it. Even like when I was messing up in the streets and all that, I always knew like
That little
deep down
voice inside?
that
Yeah.
this ain't the way I'm supposed to do it. I had my dad. My dad was around. So I always watched my dad. But, you know, as a kid, I don't want to be like you. I want to
Right.
I see
my own thing.
the drug dealer out here, man. You know what I'm saying?
lifestyle,
He riding
the
on
lifestyle.
foes, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? I want to have the goals. I want to be, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So then I get older. I met my wife, and I was trying to get a job. Met my wife, and then she was just like, she worked at Dairy Delight right there on Douglas.
Hey, that's the spot.
Fire. Get my little flamethrower. I was broke, bro. Get a little $3 flamethrower. But she showed me she had like $3,000 saved up. And I'm like 16, 17 at the time. Like, dang, you got 17? You got $3,000 working there? I'm out here trying to run around and I'm taking chances, you know what I'm saying? Making $800, $600. Like, bro.
Right.
So that's what made me really just like, okay, I need to get into this job world because I don't have to do that. Then like not smoking no more, it was when I started realizing jobs was doing drug tests
Gotcha.
And I didn't want to be the guy that's calling guys because it was weird when guys called me and asked me to piss for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now,
that's true.
they have to do a drug
People
test.
still
Let's
do
it.
that.
That's
I believe
weird,
it.
bro. Like, you
I
30-something years old asking me to piss for you, bro?
Yeah.
I'm going to hang up on you.
Yeah,
I know,
it's
right?
weird. Yeah, it's weird. Like, don't call my phone again, man. Don't call me again.
Man, you know what's funny how you say that story you just told is it was in T.I.'s movie ATL when his little brother. Have you ever seen ATL?
Yeah, definitely, bro.
You know when his little
Hey,
brother.
bro, hold on, bro.
Man.
Bro. He asked me like I ain't seen ATL, like I ain't seen Friday. Bro.
I know,
Hold
right,
on,
man. Hey, you wouldn't believe, man. I asked this one
Yeah,
20-year-old,
some people-
like,
some
man, I
people.
said a joke. I was like, because he said he got fired, and I was like, man, what you stealing boxes?
So I'm boxing your
He was
deal.
like, what are you talking about? I was like, man, you ain't never seen Friday?
He's
He's
20,
like, what's
bro.
that? I know he was in his 20s, right? But anyways, ATL, has that same story in there.
Yeah.
You know, T.I. had them bands in the radio,
Yeah.
and he's like, man, you don't need to have.
You ain't gotta be a dope boy to have money.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Man.
real, man.
That's real, man. And that's another thing, man. The movies don't have like stories like that no more. Like
No.
lessons, you know what I'm saying? Like there was lessons in some of the movies we
Yeah,
watched,
yeah.
and I wonder if maybe that's why people our age always had that little voice because it was in what we watched.
But man, I'm telling you, bro. I watch my dad, bro.
Yeah.
Like I watch my pops. So he's always telling me when he'll see somebody coming by, you could see somebody who's selling drugs.
Right.
He'd be like, oh yeah, he gonna be in jail soon.
Yep.
My dad's always telling me that, and I'll be like, man, but you gotta go to work. You dirty every day. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
come on with the dirty boots and all that.
I know.
But my pops, you had it. Like
So would
now
you-
looking back,
Yeah.
you was the man. They
Right.
wasn't.
Yeah.
They didn't have. They lived that living off a woman.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
number one. You living off a woman, or you
Right.
living with your mama.
Yeah.
You a grown man going to work.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you developed like a would you say that your dad without him even realizing it, obviously, which is what dads should be doing, is mentoring their sons.
Yeah,
Would you say he was your first mentor,
definitely.
your dad?
I mean, definitely. Yeah, he definitely was.
Now, outside of your dad, what other positive men have been involved in your life that have kind of helped you grow?
Crickets.
Crickets, yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, man, I'm a man. Like I said, bro. I learned a lot on my own, bro. Like
Yeah.
I don't think there's no man that can really say like, oh yeah, I taught Tretch how to do this.
Now, is there somebody that maybe that you didn't know, right? Whether it be in the movies or somebody that you looked up to on a personal level that you said, man, I got a lot of respect for this person, and I'm just learning from them just based off the way that they move.
Yeah.
It could be a book, could be like a basketball
Yeah, I ain't
player,
gonna lie to you, bro.
athlete. I don't know.
No, you didn't want to take anybody else's path. You wanted to create your own.
That's it.
Man,
I
that's what's
understand
up,
it,
man.
I respect it.
That's
And
what's
that
up.
could,
I follow my pops. My dad passed. I passed in 2015, but
okay.
I followed that lane. That's the lane I'm taking. And can't nobody son me, bro. That's how I look at
Yeah.
it. Like, ain't nobody else gonna
that's
come
what's
around
up, man.
like,
Yeah.
Makes
oh,
sense.
man, I'm going to take you under my wing. No, because they ain't genuine. You know what
Now-
I'm saying? I know what genuine is, bro, because I have my pops.
Right.
So
Right. That makes sense.
if you don't call my phone in months, like I had it when my dad first passed,
Mhm.
it was like, I had a couple guys like, oh, it's first, when somebody died, you always get people around you
Right,
from the jump. They, I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
right.
Then a couple months go by.
It's quiet.
Okay, now I don't hear from you.
Yeah.
You never offered me if I needed help. You know what I'm saying? I don't got that. That's one thing. I didn't have that backbone no more.
Mm.
So now I got to take him. I got to be the man of the family to my wife, my daughter,
Mhm.
my mom, my brother, my sisters, my nephews. Like they all got to see the man
Right.
that my dad was through me. So
Right.
that's why I take it a little more serious, though.
Makes sense.
So-
Yeah. Well, I think in life, man, there's big things that happen in your life
But,
that change the trajectory of your life forever. So I don't know what your dad passed away from or how old he was when he passed, but like even me right now, my mom's battling stage 4 cancer.
sorry to hear that.
So I understand how your mindset shifts
Yeah.
when you're dealing with a parent maybe that's either ill or that has passed away or anything like it. It changes the way you look at life
No,
in
definitely,
general.
bro. I was
you know?
22. My dad died. To this
right.
day, it still
So
hurt,
you were-
but it's like, you got to keep moving. I know my pops would say, man, you got to handle your business. He always told me, take care of your family.
Yep.
So that's whenever you see me preaching, and I'll be posting videos. I'm going to post a video on my pops today probably, but whenever you see me saying anything, that's how my pops says, man. Identical.
Yeah, because David and I, we talked about this on a couple episodes back when one of their family pets passed away. But it's like for us as men, sometimes, man, we don't we don't know how to express our emotions, and we don't know how to deal with the pain of losing someone or losing a pet or a family member like that. And you find yourself sometimes, man, rather than talking with somebody about it, you could be driving down the street and then all of a sudden it hits you.
Yeah, bro, there's nothing wrong with crying, bro.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So,
Man, I mean, I would talk about this all the time, bro. I'll be crying. Man, I'll probably cry last week. This week. I'm probably gonna cry next week.
yeah.
I ain't gonna cry here, but you know what I'm saying?
Right. But we have to. The point being is that you have to let it out, because
Bro,
if you
you
don't
got
let
to.
it out,
you're
gonna explode maybe in a way or an area that you shouldn't.
You
know?
got to. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of guys say, "Oh, that's weak." I mean, bro, I cry, bro.
Yeah.
That's my dad.
Yeah.
That's your pet.
Right.
Yep.
That's something you love, bro. Like,
Right. It's supposed to hurt.
So be tough with that, man. Come on, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you
I'll
weren't
make
meant
you
to cry, you wouldn't.
Right.
Man, if I don't cry, somebody else gonna cry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody else gonna get hurt, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. That's a good spot, man. Let's take a break right there. That's a good spot.
Break. And we're back from the break.
Cool. So one of the things we also wanted to ask you, man, and bring up is that when it comes to social media, what challenges do you feel like you've faced? Like, was it difficult to grow your audience?
I think once you find that mark, you got to just stick with it.
Gotcha.
Like, don't try to say, for instance, you guys doing the podcast.
Mhm.
Don't try to do something else out of the podcast.
Yeah.
Do the podcast first.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, that's my opinion on it, though. A lot of people saying put your eggs in a bunch of baskets and all that.
Right.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
I believe in sticking with one thing.
Doing it
master
really
that,
well. Yeah.
Then that's going to open the door. It's going to be easier for the next thing you're going to do.
Yeah.
So that's how I do it. But
And that's literally what Trinil told us.
Yeah.
With from Duncan Van. You know Trinil, right?
Yeah.
So he was saying to us, because there was some other stuff that we want to do. He's like, look, this is your guys' main thing. You know, so it's always what we always say here, man, is it's nice to hear multiple people refer the same message over and over again, because you know that's the right space to be in.
He got a big following too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Because he built the.
I don't be looking into it like stuff like that.
Well, it's tough, man, because you know you're making content and stuff like that. So
I be in my own
you're
role,
always.
bro.
That's what I was gonna say. Is that you're so focused on what you got.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to look at what everybody else is doing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's done really well for himself, man. You know,
Okay.
shout out to Trinil. He's built Duck and Bad Vibes from the ground up. He started it in 2015. And you know, he's another person like yourself, like ourselves, that you know is just really trying to build it from the ground up.
That's how you gotta do it, man. You just gotta, don't lose yourself between it, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they be trying to build something, they just start feeling like,
Oh,
let me try to knock this person down, or let me hold this person back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not that type of person.
Yeah.
So
That's what's up, man. How do you deal with the negative stuff with social media, whether it's people talking about you and your wife, or
I mean, it's a joke, bro. Like, y'all gonna get it. It's gonna come.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's gonna come. But it's a joke, man. Just I get people write me probably every day, every morning, say they're gonna beat me up when they see me. They're gonna do this.
Dang.
Like, bro, you don't know me in person,
Wow.
bro. Like them videos, don't let the videos. My wife, that's the man I am for my wife.
Right.
You see me
right.
outside somewhere,
Right.
I'm not that
It's a
same
different-
exact person.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Now you guys have, is it what your social media, and then she has a separate
yeah,
one?
she got her own page.
She got
yeah.
her own?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. So then how do you deal with like invaders of your guys' relationship or sliding in the DMs?
All like
How do
people
you,
sliding the DMs.
Yeah, how do you deal with it?
Man, you just don't pay them no mind, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm pretty,
yeah.
like, I told my wife, I know it'll be dudes writing you because I know there's a lot of guys that don't like me.
Right,
So they're
right.
going to try to write you and try to talk to you. But
Right.
when you with a wife, you know, like,
Yeah.
I don't even think that you're talking to somebody. Like, a lot of guys don't trust their wives. That's not a
Right.
wife.
Right.
So-
Right.
Kind of comes with the territory if you guys, like growing on social media.
social media,
kinda,
bro.
yeah, it is what it is.
I know who I'm with, man. I'm not gonna find another woman like my wife. And I'm not gonna let no lady come in and mess that up.
Makes
Right.
sense, man.
No, that makes sense, man.
And I think that's something that the young men need to hear too, man. Is that's why it's important to go out and find a good woman.
Yeah,
you know?
find a wife.
Because I think that they even me, and I can only speak for myself, man. Like marriage wasn't something that was super important to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure not to everybody.
You know, but when I started thinking about having a family of my own and wanting to set an example for my future children,
Yeah.
and knowing that I can't ask them to do anything I wouldn't be willing to do myself,
Yeah.
and to know that the reason why I was really afraid of marriage was because I was afraid of the responsibility that came with it.
Yeah.
I was afraid of the fact that now that this was before obviously I proposed, but before I used to think, well, if we get into an argument or disagreement, I can just leave. you know.
I mean,
but
but
being married, that's not there.
but you gotta know who you with.
Right, exactly, exactly.
Like I don't. If I get into an argument with you, I don't want to leave you. I want us just to fix it
to
up.
work through
and
it.
Stay through it. I don't want to be
that's-
with nobody else right now.
But that's not what I. But that's not what I
Right.
saw growing up. So that's
okay.
that's where my mindset was before I proposed. But
Yeah.
like I said, knowing that I wanted to have a somewhat of stability, wanting to have somewhat of a structure when it came to a family.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, this is something I need to run towards, not run away from. you know?
Definitely, bro.
So
You married?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long you been married?
Man, well, we've been together since we were 16.
Same as me and my wife. Now,
Yeah.
bro.
So then we got married when I was 25.
Man, you got the same story, dude.
Yeah, same story, man. Yeah, it's been a long time, man. Like we were kids, and then growing up
Yeah.
together, learning how to be adults together, and
What they be asking, like, what took you so long to get married?
who?
You ever heard somebody ask you that?
No,
Or they asked me, like, that's
No,
something stupid ass.
I,
But
no, yeah, nobody's ever
guys are
really
young,
asked because
yeah.
we were just like, oh, we've been together since high school.
Yeah.
So they probably just like, oh, they probably got married early or whatever because we
Cause
got,
you really don't know who you was with until y'all became adults.
yeah,
Like,
because I
that was
mean,
my girlfriend. Now I'm thinking about marrying you now.
right, yeah. So yeah, that's kind of the story for that. So yeah, it's been a little while, man. It's been a little while. So
well, I just hope, man, that I can make it to not just to the length that you guys have made it to, but past. I'm not even hoping. I say we will. What am I? I don't even know what I'm
Man,
talking
you got-
about.
It's
man.
work,
Speaking
man.
into
That's
that,
all.
it's
You gonna
work.
make
You know,
it.
it's work.
You gonna
It's
make
work.
it, bro. You're a good
we're gonna
dude.
make it. No,
Yeah.
appreciate
You
that.
know what I'm
man. I
saying? You a
appreciate that,
dog,
bro.
then I don't know.
No, man, no.
you listening to Drake?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Dogs.
Listen, drinking and driving.
Drinking and driving, man.
No, man, no.
Oh man, but so for your social media, man, what was when was it that you turned it into? Is this what you do full time now, or do you still
I still work.
You still work?
Yeah, I still work.
Do you okay? So with work, how often do you work on your social media? How many hours you putting in
Man,
per week?
I probably get about every day. I probably get about 5 hours of sleep every day. Cause I got to do the videos, man. I got to
Yeah,
do
you gotta
a
edit.
video. I got to edit the video.
Yeah,
So I get off work and I got to do a video. But like I said, I make money off social media, but it's not enough to replace
Sustain
the,
everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
right.
Even when it's enough, I'm still going to continue to keep working until I get to a different level.
Mm-hmm.
To the point that now, okay, I'm making 3 times what I make at work. There's no point in being here.
Right.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's what we talk about. Leaving one faucet on until
yeah, I'm gonna leave.
fill up the other
Yeah,
side.
and pay my bills with that one.
Yep,
Yeah,
Have
definitely.
fun with the other money.
No, it
There
makes
you
sense,
go.
man. It makes sense. Now, what advice would you give to young content creators that are coming up on how to scale, maybe to where, even not even maybe necessarily to where you're at, but just to scale themselves?
Don't care what
as a
people
content
say.
creator. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's one thing. Because I know we all cared at one point. But I don't
Yeah.
know if y'all care still, but I'm pretty sure you go to the message, you reading your comments.
Yeah.
Right.
Just not care what people think, bro. Like, you gotta just put it out there. If you like it, you put it out there.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what nobody saying. Be yourself. I'm big on that. Be yourself. Do not change. Because you got a lot of people who come on here, they act like they somebody they not. So
True.
just-
And then if it takes off, then you got to stay that person.
yeah, now you gotta.
Now you're
You're
stuck.
fake.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
how. I'm not gonna say that's what it was with the hair videos. That's why I really didn't want to do hair videos because I don't care for hair like that.
Right.
So I had
Yeah.
people telling me, like when I got flew out to New York, me and my family went to Florida.
Yeah.
And then when we get out there, like, oh man, can you say you love doing our hair? No, I don't love doing our hair. I don't like cutting my own hair. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Right.
no, but yeah, you just got to be yourself, man. You get lost. That's why I had to cut
Authenticity.
it off. I had
Yeah.
to stop.
Authenticity. And what's been the greatest accomplishment that you've had since you started social media?
My greatest
Yeah,
accomplishment was
in just the social media aspect of your life, not everything else, just only in social media.
social media. You like something I did. That's what you want?
Yeah,
I probably I did American Family Insurance commercial.
Oh, dope.
that's dope.
Yeah, I was on the national TV. Like it was playing ESPN. Like, my whole family.
Dope.
Like my wife was in it. My daughter, I'll show y'all when we get done. Though,
Cool.
But yeah, that was probably the biggest thing, man. Because when I got there, it was like it's a whole setup, bro. Like a
Nice.
movie. Like you got the people outside with the black tarp. They're sitting
Yeah.
there watching.
Oh,
100
man,
people
that's
in the
dope.
house. So
That's
that
really
was cool, man. But like I said, I know to answer your question was to help people grow. Like I said, don't care what people think, and just be consistent.
Yep.
Be consistent.
Yep. Now, what outside of social media, what do you feel like is your greatest accomplishment that you've achieved for yourself on a personal level?
Probably being a husband and a father. That's
Solid.
probably the biggest thing.
Solid.
Husband, father, and a good son.
Solid.
There
Solid.
you go, man.
That's my
There you
biggest
go.
thing because that's who's gonna take care of you at the end of the day, man.
No, that's true. That's true.
My daughter and my wife.
Yeah, because I think a lot of young men don't think about when they're going to get older.
Oh yeah, you definitely gotta think about that, bro.
I think too many times, man, we say to ourselves that life is short, and it can be, right?
It definitely
but
is.
it can also be a very long life.
Yep.
And
be by yourself. You don't want to be by yourself, bro.
I think that's the worst, man. I think that's the worst. I shouldn't.
No, say it, bro. You said it, bro. Say it, man. Be real.
Hey, just say it with your chest.
because I don't want to. There's some people out there that are okay with being alone, right? And I respect that. I want to respect that their choice to be alone and to not, settle down and to not have a family and so on and so forth. That is their choice.
Yeah.
But I do think, man, that you're not meant to do this life alone. You're supposed to have some sense of community, some sense of family.
Adam and Eve, brother.
And pass on your every generation is supposed to get better.
Yeah, all the time.
So your guys' daughter, she should be a better version of the both of you.
But see, let me say something on that.
Uh-huh.
I know it's probably off topic, but
Good.
man, you got people that like parents, they want to do better than their kids. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem when now you got to compete with your parents.
Yeah.
And that's the messed up thing. A lot of parents live through their kids, so they be thinking like, oh, I wasn't good in sports, so I'm gonna try to
force my kid
to do sports.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it as a parent.
No, you're right.
You shouldn't be forcing your kids to do stuff.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Let them find what they like.
Yeah, that's what we talked about because my daughter never liked playing ball when she was growing up.
Yeah.
So, but I never pushed it on her. Like I was just heartbroken. I was like, man.
Oh yeah, man, I'm heartbroken too, bro.
But she ended up picking it up when she was like 5 or 6.
Oh, okay.
And then now she plays, AAU and all that.
Yeah, my daughter didn't pick it up at all.
So
I
like,
be hurt. I be hurt, brother. But then I think like, do I even want? I don't know. Do I want you to play basketball? Like,
right.
Because now I kind of wish I would have did something else. You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah.
Should have played football. I see football. I should have been a wide receiver or something.
No, yeah, you're right. and at
baseball.
the time, your parents didn't know what they didn't know, so they didn't know, or they maybe didn't have the resources
Yeah,
to
they
be
definitely
able to put
didn't.
you, in multiple sports and have you try all these different things. Because I know that's something I would love to do. Is like I want my kids to be in gymnastics, baseball, soccer, probably maybe not football, but basketball, and just let them try a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and see what works best for them.
Yeah, my daughter just had a dance recital last night.
Oh, nice.
There, you know what I'm saying? I had to get comfortable with that.
Yeah,
she's in
I
there.
could not, man.
Man, she in there
It was
doing
like
it.
4 hours with her dance recital.
Which it was one in Batavia that was like that, dude. They took a break and everything.
Yeah, and you
Oh,
can't
they had an
leave.
intermission,
Dude.
And you can't leave when your
Because your
daughter's
kids
done.
are back there.
Oh
So
my
you gotta
watch all.
Oh my god!
Man, I tell you, bro, I was like, I don't know how long this is gonna last, but hopefully she finds her way, and picks up the ball, and then she was like, I don't like dance no more. I was like, man, thank God, thank you, because I could not do another dance recital. I swear.
Now, did you say that in front of her?
Nope,
you said,
I was
you just
like,
held that one in.
oh, you sure you don't want you don't like dance? She's like, no, I don't like it. I was like, all right, cool.
Hey, do you be like I talk to my daughter like how the world talk, man. Like I don't try to hide stuff from her.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't say like, of course, everything, but she hear some words here and there, like some cuss words. I do. A lot of kids, I be seeing a lot of kids that you go to school with. They all be like, if somebody say a cuss word, it's like,
it's bad.
Oh shoot, he said,
goodness.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I don't want my daughter being like that.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't want my future kids to think that way because I think you're kind of setting them up to look at the world from a like they have blinders on.
Yeah. Then when they see the real thing, they're gonna be the worst kid.
Yeah.
Because then they're gonna fall in love with it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's
let me
kind of
sprinkle
like
a little in there. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
Hey, you
makes sense.
just give them a little bit, man, because
Little
they're gonna
seasoning.
need it. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
definitely, bro.
that way nobody else gives it to them.
Dude,
you
that's
know?
the problem.
True.
That's why
I'd
we
rather
talk
be the
about-
one to give it to you.
Talk about role models when you're a kid.
true.
I didn't see. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
No,
yeah.
it makes sense, man.
When you get to see what you want to see, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When your parents hiding something from you all your life.
Yeah.
That blinder come up,
Yeah,
you might jump into the streets, man.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
yeah. That's why, like, when they got questions, I'll answer them in a way that they can understand it.
Yeah.
You know, I may not give them the full thing,
Right.
but at least they'll understand it.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
then-
nowadays the school will teach everything anyway now.
yeah, or the phone.
Definitely the phone, bro.
Yeah, or the phone.
Now, how do you deal with that? How do you deal with, because, obviously you create a lot of content, you guys create a lot of content, right?
Yeah.
So for your daughter, do you guys try and limit the amount of phone time that she has
Oh,
or
yeah,
screen
definitely.
time?
She definitely get limited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And does
mean,
she
I don't-
like understand it? Like, okay, this is mom
gotta tell
and
her.
dad's business. Like, this is how they, this is
Hold
what-
on, you talking about my daughter being in the videos?
No. Like when it comes to
Oh shit.
when it comes to like screen time, because I know like for some parents they may say, okay, I don't want my son or my daughter on the phone all day.
Oh,
you
okay,
know?
yeah.
But they may see you guys making content, posting videos, and so on and so forth. So she may say to you guys, "Well, how come I can't be on my phone?" You know.
See, I don't be on my phone like that though.
Okay.
You know what I'm
So it's
saying?
just
Yeah, she went like I get home in the morning, so she'd be like on her way from school. She get
got
off.
you.
So I don't be
Gotcha.
on the phone that bad, but
Gotcha.
so she don't really see that, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
She get time, like we'll tell her like, okay, you been on there too long. I'm not one of them
Yeah.
dads that come in there and be like, okay, the Santas are gone. You know what I'm saying? Now it's
Gotcha.
time to hang the phone. I'm not that type of dad. You
Gotcha.
don't talk to your friends.
Got you.
That's what they do nowadays, bro. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you know
'Cause that's
kids
what-
don't really go outside. They be on FaceTime with their friends, playing little. I don't know about Roblox. I don't do my daughter ain't playing Roblox, but little games they play on the
Be
phone, bro.
Roblox. Yeah, mine. I always give it. I don't care if you're on your phone, but you got things you have to get done.
Definitely do
So,
your
like-
do your work.
So like, if that's what you want to do when you're done,
Yeah.
then that's fine.
Cool.
But it's like when you're around all day, you ain't trained for basketball. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, because my thing is, if you playing travel sports, I'm paying the money, I'm investing in you, then you need to put some work in. You can't just wake up
Yep.
and go to the game.
Yep.
So that's kind of her thing. Like, I don't care if you do 15 minutes.
Yep. You gotta do something.
You got to do something.
Yeah,
and she got to read. Like,
Yeah.
you got to read.
I tell my daughter that. Get
So-
your 20 minutes in.
That's
do
it.
that.
And I'm like, you got 16 hours.
You got the rest of the day.
So,
Do what you want to do, but you gotta do that, bro.
You got to do that though.
Yeah.
And then so she's
That's
slowly, it's like, slowly getting more responsible as she gets older,
Yeah.
understanding the concept. And then the 5-year-old's got to pick up on it too.
Okay.
5-year-old, you got to pick up your room.
Yep.
Now she can't vacuum,
Yeah.
but she can pick up her clothes and put it in a
Yeah,
hamper.
you gotta teach them.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta teach them. I think I be hard sometimes, man, because I talk. That's how I talk. I'm just harder, man. I guess, but I be hard sometimes, but not like I don't whoop my kid and all that.
Right.
A lot of people say that's soft, but
Sometimes it only needs your voice, man.
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
it.
I
Sometimes you only
aggressive,
need
Well, that's
or
the
I would
aggressive.
take your phone from you.
Yeah.
Right.
And I
I'm
think
gonna take that.
And I think parents of the past, the reason why they would whoop us or that they would do that is because it was taught and learned behavior.
Yeah, I think
Right.
that's letting out your problems on your kids.
Yeah,
Frustration.
exactly.
Think
yeah.
about it. You hit something, you're mad.
Yeah,
Why are you this mad?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
No, it
man.
makes sense. It makes sense.
Oh man, that's what's up, man. So as we get towards the end, man, what are you and your wife focusing on now? Are you guys offering like any services to people?
Man,
or?
I was just talking about doing something like that because like I said, I get a lot of messages. People talking about their relationship is messed up and can you help us? I'm not no coach, but
I mean, you are a coach, man.
Man, I can't be
you
a
may
coach. I'm not
not
a coach,
you may
bro.
not call yourself that, but
I don't
like
want to be called that though. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
a
get
coach,
you.
bro.
You
I mean, you say
something.
I'm a coach. I'll play it, but I'm not. You know
you
what I'm saying?
something,
I get it,
man.
I get it.
I mean,
Yeah, it's more-
I talk, bro. I just speak my
Yeah.
mind, bro. That's one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna speak my mind. And like I
give
said,
your
just
opinion. Yeah.
be yourself. I'm not. I don't care if you get mad about it. That's how my pops was. You can get mad.
True.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
speak my mind. If you don't want to hear it, don't ask me.
True.
Right.
So,
Yeah, and they're coming to you. I mean, if they're willing
Yeah.
to come to you to hear what you have
I
to
had
say,
some lady
then-
ask me what was she doing wrong, and I just told her like, hey, did she ask her? I think she had like her clothes off or something. You know how these females be on Instagram all day just butt naked, bro.
Mhm.
So I'm just like, maybe you need to put some clothes on, and somebody was taught to you, take you serious.
True. True. No, yeah, you're
And
honest
that's
about it.
It's so real, man, but they
Yeah.
don't want to hear that.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, I can do whatever, you know. Okay, you asked me, I'm letting you know.
Right.
That caught my attention that if somebody seen you half naked,
Yeah.
they're not gonna take you serious.
Right. They're gonna see you a
They're
certain
not.
way.
You just
yeah.
something I can play around with, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna go still try to find my wife who's not gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Right.
That's
those
a
ones
great
get married,
point.
bro.
Yep.
But-
No, that's a great
So
point.
so probably what, like consultation services or like
No,
Zoom
I'm just gonna
meetings
keep
or something
pushing,
like
man.
that.
I'm just I don't know, man. Just gonna keep pushing videos, and what happens happens. Like you said, like with sponsors and all that.
Yeah,
If I
yeah.
could work with other people. and
Nice.
Yeah, that's what's up,
Keep
man.
it going, man.
Nice.
That's what's up, man.
Now, is there somebody that you would recommend? You know, because one of the things, like I said, this is our 40th episode. You are technically our final guest of the year.
I
So once
appreciate
again,
that,
we
man.
want to say thank
Appreciate
you again
that.
for
Yeah,
coming
thanks,
on.
Appreciate
man.
y'all
Thanks.
having me, man.
Is there somebody that you would recommend, right, to come on the podcast and to do something similar to this that you think that could benefit to the marketplace and give some good gems and give us, a great interview as well, like you just did? And you don't necessarily have to answer right now, but
No,
you
I'm
can think
answering
about
now.
it. But
Give me a couple.
Give him a few
Yeah,
minutes.
no,
Give him a few minutes.
man, I got a couple of people, man. Like, I don't know, you know Bone from Aurora.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, I know T-Bone.
Holla at Bone, man. That's
Yeah.
my boy. We be
Cool.
chopping up all the time on the phone. But
Cool.
He's somebody that'd be good for her too. Have a good conversation with him.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, he was actually on our list too.
He was.
Remember, because
Yeah.
from when we first started.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's somebody.
Do you cut his hair or no?
No, I don't. I don't
Okay.
cut nobody hair. I just cut my own.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But
Okay.
I'm with you with that, brother. I
Cut
cut my
your
own
own?
hair
at
too.
least,
Hey
yeah.
man, $200 a month saving.
Yeah, yeah.
Malcolm,
Yeah, he's always sending me.
Malcolm, big bucks now. What?
Malcolm 50 a cut.
Oh, come
And
on.
that's
Hey, guys.
that's
Hey,
no
guys.
beard.
Hey, guys.
No
You
beard.
no beard either?
Hey, guys.
60 for the beard.
Hey, everything went up, all right?
Hey,
Inflation.
he's the best
I'm
barber
sorry.
in town, though. So I don't know.
You are too kind.
It ain't the
sir.
$5 holler no more.
I'm okay.
Hey, you
I'm
know what's
okay.
crazy? I remember Malcolm. He was doing the $5.
I
man.
know,
Yep,
right?
I was.
I remember. I think we was in
We should be
This when you
grandfathered in
first
for that.
started. I think you just started cutting, bro. We
Yeah,
was
I
at
did.
Nexus. I remember being in Nexus Center with you,
Yep.
bro. I
Yep.
was young.
Yep.
He was like, man, I be cutting here.
Yeah.
Like $5.
Yeah, I was doing. Yeah, I was doing $5. Yeah,
Hey, I want to
$5,
be
$10 haircut.
grandfathered in, man, to
I'm
your
sorry,
old prices,
I'm sorry,
bro.
fellas. I'm
Nobody
sorry, fellas. I
grandfathered in?
can't- No, I had to stop that. I mean, my grandfather's grandfathered in. I mean, I
Right.
cut him up for free, you know. But hey, man, I got bills and stuff to pay for just like
man.
everybody else, man. You know. But
right.
what I will do though from time to time, man, is like some of the guys that have been coming to me since I first started. I'll hook them up with a free haircut, like on their birthday or something like that.
Oh, that's love though.
Because it's like, hey, man, you've been rocking with me I've been in the game now 17 years.
Damn.
Which is crazy for me to say, like, hear myself say it, you know?
Right.
It's a long
To
time.
do anything for 17 years
Man.
is a blessing. So,
Right.
but barbering, man, has been such a huge part of my life, and I'm just thankful.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
extremely thankful, man.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
what's
to
up,
be in the
man.
game for this long. So,
And Malcolm doesn't know this, but we're giving away a free haircut, and we're gonna have the contest on that.
Hey,
Whoever
why
shares it the
not?
most gonna get a free haircut.
There
You
we
know
go.
that. You
There we
giving
go.
out a free haircut.
there
So
we
what
go.
y'all finna? Y'all gonna? What you promoting the video? What we doing?
Yeah, we're gonna promote it for sure. It gets posted everywhere, man. We'll
Okay.
we'll
I'm
Because
gonna
hook
look
you
into
up.
it, man. I'm gonna share it.
cool.
Where
Appreciate that.
where can they find you at? What's
I'm
your
at GQ Church on Instagram,
Cool.
Facebook GQ Church, and I'm on YouTube too. GQ Church.
Cool.
Okay, dope.
Cool.
Dope. Cool,
Yeah.
man.
GQ Church.
We'll tag you and everything, man. That way people can find you.
Because
Okay.
this episode is actually going to drop technically on Christmas.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, that's love.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
drop on Christmas.
That's love.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
love.
So,
I'm definitely challenging to tune in, man.
So for everybody that's watching and listening, we want to say thank you guys again for always tuning in. Thank you, GQ Tretch, for coming on the show, man,
Appreciate
and rocking
you,
with
brother.
us.
Appreciate y'all, boys.
And as
man.
always, we'll catch you guys next year and on the next episode.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace.
Happy holidays.